What's up, everyone? Today, we are diving into something absolutely insane. We're counting down the 10 most unbelievable, jaw-dropping, and wildest animal fights ever caught on camera. I'm talking about clashes between titans, battles where the stakes are life or death, and moments that prove nature is more hardcore than any movie you've ever seen. We've spent hundreds of hours scouring the internet and talking to wildlife experts to find the most epic encounters from 2025. This isn't just about predators and prey, this is about strategy, raw power, and the sheer will to survive. From the frozen Arctic to the depths of the ocean, we're going to witness battles that change how you see the animal kingdom. Let's get into the top 10 wildest animal fights of 2025, starting with number 10. Alright, kicking off our list at number 10 is a classic showdown, but with a twist you won't see coming. We're on the African savanna, and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. On one side, a pride of hungry lions. They haven't eaten in days. The survival of their cubs depends on this hunt. They're kings for a reason. Teamwork, raw power, moving like ghosts through tall grass, eyes locked on the prize. Their target? Not just any animal. An African buffalo, 2,000 pounds of muscle. A herd forms a fortress of horns around their calves. The lions test the perimeter. Each cat has a role, some to distract, others to find a weak link, old, young, or isolated. A led lioness explodes from the grass. The pride surges, but the buffalo bulls lower their heads and counterattack like living bulldozers. In the chaos, a massive bull is isolated. Dust clouds, roars, bellows, nature's thunder. Multiple lions leap on its back, clawing for the throat. The bull spins, bucks, and defends with deadly horns. The pride's survival hangs in the balance against the raw power of a single cornered beast. Coming in at number 9, we're diving deep for a clash of apex predators. On one side, the great white, 16 feet of torpedo muscle and teeth, with one of the strongest bite forces in the ocean. On the other side, the orca, insanely intelligent, hunting in family pods. Wolves of the sea. This isn't a brawl. It's a surgical strike. They exploit a shark's weakness, flip it into tonic immobility. One orca rams, another lifts from below, shark goes upside down, paralyzed. Then, they go for the liver. Massive, oily, nutrient-rich. Orcas extract the prize and let the carcass sink. Calm, calculated, terrifyingly efficient. A stark reminder, there's always a bigger fish. The king of the sea yields to the real rulers of the waves. For number 8, we return to Africa, river crossings where instinct meets ambush, Nile crocodiles, armored dinosaurs perfected for stillness, waiting beneath the surface. Pressure forces the front to plunge, and the attack erupts in an explosion of water and violence. A massive croc clamps down and drags its victim under. The death roll churns the river into a vortex. Sometimes they get ambitious, lunging for a giraffe's leg, trying to topple a 19-foot giant. The herd swims frantically, hoping not to be next. Year after year, a grim reminder of a predator unchanged for millions of years. Number 7, polar bear versus walrus. The Arctic's heavyweights in brutal close quarters. A 1,000-pound predator with massive paws and a nose that can find seals from miles away, forced onto riskier prey. Enter a 4,000-pound walrus, thick skin, mountain of muscle, and ivory daggers for tusks. The bear charges to cause panic, trying to split off a calf or female. The herd forms a wall of blubber and tusks. At close range, it's not elegant. Paws swat, tusks jab. Bloody, exhausting, and dangerous for both. Often the exhausted bear retreats. When it wins, it proves relentless power in an unforgiving world. Number 6, Komodo dragon versus water buffalo. A real-life dragon with a terrifying method. 10 feet long, serrated teeth, sharp claws, but its real weapon is a venom-laced, bacteria-rich bite. The target can weigh over 1,000 pounds, thick hide, powerful muscles, massive horns. The dragon bites the leg or flank, then retreats. One bite is enough. Anticoagulants, shock, infection. The victim weakens over hours or days. Komodos follow by scent until the buffalo collapses, then move in, often with more dragons, to claim the prize. Number 5. Elephant versus rhinoceros. Rare encounters, 2 buildings colliding, 15,000 pounds of intelligence and power, tusks for weapons, trunk for shoves and control, 3,000 pounds of tank, thick hide, massive horn. charge-first attitude. Displays escalate. Rhino accelerates like a missile, horn aimed at the elephant's side. The elephant sidesteps, lowers tusks, and uses sheer mass to push or topple. Violent, brief collisions. Often the rhino retreats. When not, the outcome can be fatal for either. Or, we're back in the ocean. Number 4 shows the full playbook. Pods spreading, scanning with sonar, assigning roles. Lead orcas initiate with high-speed body slams, 12,000 pounds at 30 miles an hour. Stun shark gets flipped, held helpless while the pod converges with chilling precision. They manipulate a top predator like a toy, sometimes carrying carcasses, teaching calves to hunt. After these attacks, great whites vanish from the region for months. Orcas don't just win, they redraw the map. Number 3. Gorilla versus leopard. A mythical encounter in dense jungle. The perfect ambush predator, silent, patient, strong enough to haul kills into trees. Facing a silverback, 400 pounds of muscle and fearsome canines, ready to die for his family. The leopard lies invisible. But the silverback scans, listens, smells, ever vigilant. When he senses danger, he erupts, stands tall, beats his chest, roars. A thunderous warning, do not do this. Leopards rarely risk a frontal fight with a silverback. Stealth meets brute force, and stealth backs down. Number 2. Honey badger versus cobra. The definition of fearless. The Cape cobra's neurotoxic venom can kill a human in under an hour. Fast, aggressive, iconic hood display. Any other animal runs. The honey badger sees dinner, bites land, venom flows. The badger shrugs it off, highly resistant, loose skin twisting free. It dodges, counters, crushes the snake's head and eats. Sometimes it passes out for a couple hours, then wakes up and finishes lunch. Hardcore doesn't begin to cover it. Number 1. Humpback whales versus an orca pod. Not predation, pure heroism. Orcas isolate a whale calf, moving in with practiced coordination. Then 2 humpbacks arrive, positioning their bodies between the pod and the calf, living shields. They use long pectoral fins as shields, even scooping vulnerable animals onto their bellies to lift them clear. Tail strikes churn the water. One slap can seriously injure an orca. The defense can last for hours. They escort the target to safety until the pod gives up. Scientists think it's generalized altruism, maybe echoes of their own losses. Whatever the reason, it's astonishing. Every clip in this countdown is more intense than the last, and I promise the number 1 spot is one you'll talk about for weeks. Before we jump in, drop a comment. Which 2 animals would have the most epic fight? The most liked comment not in this video wins $1,000. Seriously. We'll check back in a week. Grab your snacks, turn up the volume, and don't blink. You won't want to miss a second. Alright, let's roll. And that's a wrap. 10 of the most insane, brutal, heroic animal fights. From the African savanna to the icy depths, survival is fiercer and more complex than we imagined. Strategy, brute force, fearless aggression, pure heroism. What was your favorite fight? Tell me in the comments. If you enjoyed this, smash that subscribe button. We post wild videos all the time. We're planning unbelievable survival stories next, and we're giving $1,000 to the most liked future matchup idea. Get yours in now. Thank you for watching. Every view, like, and comment helps us make bigger, crazier content. Stay curious. Stay wild. We'll see you in the next video.